Hey everyone, I decided to keep on my special ears to welcome you all to writing for this week. Quick shout outs to Kaylee and Ava. They both sent me a picture of their writing blitz from last week, and they did such an awesome job, and it was so much fun to read. So, shout out to you guys. I'm sending you guys some shine. Not gonna stay, I just wanted to welcome you all. So, let's go ahead and hop into the lesson for this week. Alrighty, scholars. So for this week, we're going to focus on matching pronouns by number, person, and ownership. So repeat after me. I can match pronouns by number, person, and ownership. Nice job, scholars. And I know some of us might be a little rusty if we have forgotten what a pronoun is. A pronoun is just a word that replaces a noun. So let me think of a noun. A noun can be an animal. So let's say lizard. So instead of saying my lizard, I might say he. So he is actually going to replace the word lizard, which is a noun. So a pronoun replaces a noun. Alrighty, so we actually are going to start off with 3 sentences, and all of these sentences have pairs with males and females. And while I'm reading them to you, I want you to think, what pronouns do you see? Okay, so first sentence. Jack pulled his scarf tighter. 2. Annie lifted her long dress and ran to a tree close to the river. Jack held on to his hat and ran after her. 3. Jack and Annie were wearing their nice, dry clothes again. So, what pronouns do you see? I'm going to give you a couple seconds to scan through and see. Give you a hint. There's 3 of them. Okay, so the first pronoun that I see is his. The next pronoun I see is her. And the last pronoun that I see is the word their. So if you got those 3 pronouns and you spotted them instantly, go ahead and give yourselves a pat on the back. Okay, scholars, so with these 2 sentences, when I read them to you, I want you to think about how they're different. So what is the main difference between these 2 sentences? Okay, so number 1, Jack pulled his scarf tighter. 2, Emma pulled her belt tighter to keep her jeans from sagging. So what is the main difference that you're noticing? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to think about it. Okay, so hopefully you noticed the same thing I noticed. And if you did, I want you to give yourself some shine after. Okay, so the first sentence is about a boy. And I know that because of my pronoun, his. My second sentence is different because it's about a girl. And I know that because of the pronoun her. And I know you're probably thinking, okay, why is this so important? It's important because the pronoun in these 2 sentences are both matching the person. Would it make sense if I said Emma pulled his belt tighter? No, I don't think so. So we have to make sure that when we're writing, our pronouns match. With these 3 sentences, we're actually going to look at them one by one. And as I read each one separately, I want you to think about what changed and what was the effect of the change. So another way to say that is what changed and how did that change make the sentence different? Okay, so for the first sentence, I wanted to use my pointer. So for the first sentence, it says, Jack pulled her scarf tighter. So the pronoun her refers to female, and we already know from the first couple of sentences that Jack is male. So in order to match this pronoun, it needs to be his. When pronouns don't agree in gender, it can actually confuse readers, because I was kind of confused reading it at first. Number 2. Jack pulled their scarf tighter. Now I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to think about what's wrong with this sentence before I speak. Okay, so with this next sentence, the pronoun their makes the sentence plural or more than one. And Jack is a singular noun, so they don't agree or match. When pronouns don't match in number, they kind of confuse the meaning of the sentence, because I would have thought this sentence was talking about a group of people when it's actually just talking about one. Okay, so number 3 says, Jack pulled his scarf tighter. I'm noticing right away that it doesn't sound right because the ed has been removed from my verb pulled, and now it says pull. So when they took away the ed, they actually took away the past tense. So it's not happening in the past anymore. It's now present tense. And it's okay to change the tense of our sentence, but in order for this to make sense and sound right, we should have added an S at the end. So instead, it should have said, Jack pulls his scarf tighter. Thank you all for watching this video. I appreciate you all so much, and I miss you guys. I'm going to actually go backwards to my favorite part of the lesson, writing blitz. So I would ask that if you need to go grab something to write with and something to write on, like a journal or a paper or a pencil or something like that, pause the video right here and go ahead and grab your materials. The writing prompt for this week says, imagine if you could talk to the birds. What might they say? Imagine if you could talk to the birds. What might they say? Okay, so I look forward to hearing what you all have to say about the birds and what they might say to you. This is my information if you want to send that. And thank you. Enjoy the rest of your week.